Okay, we are moving on to assembling the front and back cover of the journal. So here's what you have. You have your front cover with whatever design you've chosen to use or however you decided to do that, and your back cover, which is the exact same thing without the design. The rectangles again are 6¼ by 9¼ inches. And then you have your insides of those covers, your inside front and your inside back. And I'm using a heavy canvas to do that. And what I've also done is I want to put a little zipper pocket for things like pens or whatever, keepsake type stuff, maybe a photo or something inside the journal, inside the front cover. So I have my two inside covers, again, the same size as the outside, 6¼ by 9¼ And then I also cut a zipper pocket. So that's these two. They are, I guess, 8 by 6 about. The size isn't all that, doesn't matter that much, just as long as it's, you know, not as big as the front cover. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking the inside front cover, one of these, and just centering one of my zipper pocket pieces on there. And I've drawn a rectangle on one of my zipper pocket pieces, and that rectangle is about 4½ inches by a ½ inch, so 4½ by a ½ inch. Okay, if your fabric has right and wrong sides, make sure that you draw your rectangle on the wrong side of the pocket piece and that you place the pocket piece right sides together with the piece of your inside cover. So the two pretty sides, the right sides, should be touching and the rectangle should be drawn on the wrong side of the pocket piece. And then my prepped zipper, which just spans basically the zipper pocket here. It's about 6 inches. Okay, and I'm going to go to the sewing machine and install the zipper pocket in the front inside panel. Okay, I'm going to stitch a line just along my rectangle, the top long edge. And I'm also going to stitch a line along the bottom long edge. I am not going to stitch these two short edges. I'm just going to leave those alone. And we'll go from there. There we go. I'm trying to land right at the corner there. All right, that's one side. And I'm gonna start right in the corner on the other side. Yeah, I don't want to go too far back. There we go. Perfect. We're stitched up. I'm going to mark a ½ inch in from each of these short edges. Because that's where I'm going to start and stop cutting. There we go. Okay. So I folded it just to get a cut line started in the center of this rectangle, and I'm going to cut up to, this canvas is like insane. It is so heavy. Up to my lines that I marked a ½ inch in that way, and then this way. And then I'm going to do a triangle from where I stopped up to the corner of each edge there. But I'm not going to cut into my stitching. I'm just going to cut as close as I can without cutting into my stitching. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. we go. And my triangle on the other side. Last time I did this, I made the pocket just like a regular cotton fabric. I didn't use this heavy, I used the heavy canvas for the inside of the covers, but the pocket itself, I did a much thinner material. Okay, so there you have your pocket cut with your triangles out. And now you're gonna take your pocket piece and shove it through to the other side. So what you have is a little window for your zipper, and I am going to go just press this a little bit before I stitch the zipper in. So now I have my window ready for my zipper. And I would say that if you don't have an industrial, if you're using a sorry about the back and forth here. It's like we're sewing on a boat. If you're using a domestic machine, don't use this really, really heavy canvas. It's probably not even necessary. I just like the feel and look of it, but you could use just like an interfaced cotton and that would be fine. And if you use that with the promo vinyl from my punk embroidery or something a little thinner than marine vinyl, I think it would work out great. I think probably I would not attempt this with this canvas and marine vinyl on a domestic machine, or at least not my domestic machine. Okay, so I'm setting the zipper up behind the window here with the pull inside to the left closed, just like this, and I'm gonna stitch a box around, basically top stitching all around. Zipper is in, and now I'm going to take the other zipper pocket. That's the other half of the zipper pocket here, and this is what we're going to create our pocket with. So just clip it in a couple spots to keep it steady. And I'm going to leave the bottom open. Okay, so I'm not stitching the bottom of the pocket. I'm just going to start along the sides here. Okay. That's the zipper pocket done, minus the bottom. I'm gonna fold the bottom up now because we're actually gonna turn this cover like a bag through the zipper pocket, which is a little bit, but I'm just gonna press those ends folded up that way. That's gonna help me stitch it shut later on. But basically now we have our front cover with the pocket in it. And now we're going to stitch the front cover and the back covers